Lawmakers on Beacon Hill are on the brink of passing Nicky's Law, which would create a new state registry for caretakers who have abused people with disabilities. And the goal is to protect the state's most vulnerable citizens. Joining us now is Sarkissian, Executive Director of the ARC of Massachusetts, a charity that represents people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Thank you so much for coming on.
Great to be with you, Liam. Thank you.
Always good to see you. Where does this stand right now? It passed the State House and the State Senate.
Right.
And then they kind of have to come together and figure out how to make it all work together. Where does it stand right now?
Exactly, Liam. We're really pumped. It basically was ironing out. We're talking about words to make things clearer and agreeing on what those words should be. But luckily, it does not have to go through a formal committee process. So it should. We've been told a couple of days, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, that should go back to both branches to accept the final wording.
It could pass unanimously. Governor Charlie Baker supports it. It's going to be law eventually. Why is it called Nicky's Law?
So Nicky's a young man who had been abused, and his parents realized after the incident, when they couldn't, get the person prosecuted fully through the court system, that, oh my goodness, this guy can work again somewhere else. His mom said, we've got to do something about this. They can't leave this job and be substantiated for abuse and then get a job down the street.
The idea of this is that someone who abuses a person with disabilities can't then go work somewhere else, at least for some period of time. So how would this registry work?
So here's the thing. It turns out, at the most, 15% of the cases get prosecuted in criminal court that have been substantiated. In other words, a state agency says, yeah, something happened. Now, of those, certain percentage, a good percentage, are eligible to be on this registry. In other words, if someone needs retraining, they're not going to be on the registry, right? But serious harm, physical, serious emotional harm, they will then be told that they're going onto the registry once it's been substantiated.
This was first proposed back in 2017, and one of the issues that you're getting at here, there were some concerns about due process for caretakers who have been accused but say, oh, look, I didn't do it that.
Right.
Or I should have another chance. How did that get resolved in the language of the
That was great. We had the appeals process in there, but they felt, other groups felt like they needed more. They wanted to make sure someone got something in writing, for example. They wanted to make sure these steps were clear for the person that might be falsely accused. Everybody deserves their day, in this case, at an appeal hearing. And so we agreed that there was a lot of reasonable recommendations, and there was some that we didn't agree to, and they were willing to accept our refusal to agree.
Nicky's Law, as we're saying, it's going to pass. It's going to be law. Is there any unfinished business on this issue that you'd like to take care of?
Down the road, yes. So once it's passed and the program's implemented and we have some progress in this area, the next step is to broaden it for all of the mandate at the Disabled Persons Protection Commission. So right now, we started with a narrower purview, which is just the Department of Developmental Services. We're hoping within 2.5 years, once this system's had a chance to operate and prove itself, that we can have persons served by DMH, Department of Mental Health, persons at the Mass Rehab Commission, and other state agency funding. Maybe even they're in a housing area that has support staff, that we would all have them tied in to this registry. So that's the next step, but we're willing, again, to wait to prove that the system works.
And what else is the ARC working on right now? Nicky's Law looks like it's going to pass. What else is going on?
So two big themes. One is the workforce. There's really a crisis, and it might be across industries, but in terms of the caregiving field, it's two levels. There's big turnover. There's some places have 30% vacancies in supporting people. You can imagine what that does. People become isolated. Article in the Globe today on loneliness. So you could have a person, whether with family at home or in a group setting, who's not able to do social activities, see a friend, make connections in the community. And the second theme or thrust is going to be on innovation with technology, because you'd be impressed what apps there are today, and we're just behind the times when it comes to our constituents. So we are working with the state on that, but we're also working at the ARC on that to help get some contributors, donors helping to spearhead some new initiatives in that area.
It sounds like 2020 is going to be a big year for the ARC. Sarkissian, Executive Director, thank you so much for coming on. We
Pleasure, Liam. Great to see you.
Have a good one.